decide, like, hey, I'm gonna try this for a month and then just keep going? I've tried it. I'm gonna try it for a month.
You want to be a moron?
Hello, it's Gary. Last name still pending. In this video, I want to address some of the bad symptoms going on in the carnivore community. A lot of bad ones, like the ones you can see here on the screen. And some of this stuff sounds familiar in my own life. Let's check it out.
I need help. I don't feel good anymore. I've been carnivore about 2 months at least, and my energy is lacking, and I kind of don't want to see another piece of food at all. My heart races sometimes. Again, this heart palpitations. That is a sign of potential onsetting heart attack.
Okay. Really? I've got some of that. Rapid heartbeat for no reason. And also, I never heard the lack of appetite symptom in this community, but I've had that. But I've had it going back before, so I don't know if it's brought on by this carnivore style eating.
They're having to add salt. They're having to add electrolytes, which is the mineral salts which are obtained from the soil and uptaken by the plants and then converted from inorganic salts into organic salts, which can be utilized by the body. And they're trying to get their electrolytes from adding salt because they're having severe muscle cramps. Hey guys, the fart breath appears to be coming back since I started fasting a week ago. How can I stop the shit mouth? Could it be me feasting too hard and cramming a lot in a little time? The fart breath, the shit mouth and shit pants. There's actually a thing called disaster pants.
If you have a sandwich or something right now, you might just want to go ahead and put that down. So I went on Reddit, and the very first thing when you type in disaster pants keto, this is one of the first links that comes up. Are you ready to hear the comment that this person left? Expletive, 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 period. Today I wasn't very hungry, so I've literally had coffee with MCT oil, a salad with chicken and egg and walnuts and blue cheese, and a large herbal tea with MCT oil. My colorful word for poo is water.
Shit.
Please advise, too much MCT oil, lots of question marks. My stomach feels like it's churning itself.
Oh.
So that would explain why I see on their forum the term Diaper-Days. As you can see, there's various terms for that.
Poopy pants.
I got a new term for it. How about primal pants?
Explosive diarrhea, rocketing from meat. I've been on the carnivore diet. I'll tell you one thing, I do not trust my book. Oh, this could be a disaster. Rocketing diarrhea. Yeah, and I'm not eating any carbs.
In her pants, poopy pants.
Like more direct, it was just, it came out.
Involved.
Okay.
See, I don't have that problem or the one with the electrolytes because I eat plenty of fruit, and so should everybody. I was going to mention this before I saw this. It seems like some people are drinking oil. Like, just put it in your coffee, with butter in your coffee. Remember that? What people do with coffee is they drink it, they don't chew it. A whole bunch of fat in there that has to be digested, and digestion starts in the mouth. Oh yeah, see, bulletproof. That's the coffee, bulletproof coffee.
The reason why they kept saying, where's your diaper, is because there's a rumor about how she defecated during a party.
I've been having throat problems for many months. Most of you probably noticed that. And I've also had a cough, but it's a little different from the usual in the carnivore community. So to give it a new name, you could call it Carni-Cough. So that's how I feel physically. Now, for the mental part, mentally is a different matter altogether. And I have put together some clips to show you exactly how I'm doing mentally. But hold on, don't sell this video short, because I got some other good stuff coming up after.
We were talking in the break, Willie, about the New Radicals. That song, You Get What You Give, was a song that Beau Biden listened to as he was going through chemotherapy, and it got him up to
Victory, victory, victory.
I hear a sound of victory. The Lord says it is done.
And it is done, bitch.
All the networks. They don't decide the election.
No, I'm not done.
Don't be ridiculous. Networks don't get to decide elections. Courts do.
That was then, and now the arc of justice is turning, and the courts are now going to decide if Rudy Giuliani should be sued in a lawsuit for $1.3 billion for slander.
So why don't you just shut up already?
Okay, here's a clip that I found interesting, and I just really wanted to share this. It's about the story about the stock market and GameStop. What happened was some investing group on the website Reddit beat the Wall Street bankers and stockbrokers at their own con game. I've been telling people for years, do not invest in the stock market. It's all a scam. The free market is not free. It has been bought by the rich. And here's one of them now. He goes on TV to spread some bullshit to keep people on the wrong track.
The biggest loss of capital here will be the human capital of young men who are sitting and staring at their phone and watching the price of Bitcoin or the price of AMC. And ask yourself, would you be better off taking that 1, 2, or 3 hours a day and working out, trying to form relationships with mentors, with romantic relationships, with people at work, getting great at something so you can be the person on the other side of the...
They did get great at something and kicking your ass. You see, Wall Street, they have most of the money, so they can do most of the manipulation. But this group got together and did the same thing back. And now he's here trying to stop it and stereotyping this group. Not only does he think they're all men, and I'm thinking because of video games. That's an old stereotype. They're not all men playing video games. And then, what are men told? What are men told? I talked about this before. Society basically tells men, lift weights, get big muscles so you can get women. And have a lot of babies who will grow up, put money in the stock market so he can take it. Our whole society is a scam where mostly men are being used as pawns and slaves to keep the system going.
From young men who are more prone to gambling addiction, who don't understand the markets, I think we are setting ourselves up similar to how there's a ton of young women out there who became very depressed by sitting in their rooms looking at Instagram. Self-cutting and self-harm skyrocket. I think you are going to see an explosion in young male depression. Ask yourself, would your time staring at Robinhood be better spent somewhere else?
I don't think they're connected with Robinhood. Robinhood stepped in to try to restrict their activities. Yes, a company called Robinhood is protecting the rich guys. The explosion of depressed men. Oh, sorry, you're too late. That's been going on for a while now. And what you're seeing is the men fighting back.
I would argue that Scott Galloway's time would be better spent actually acknowledging the fact that depression is already a huge problem in this country because of inequality that has been fueled by the behavior and activities that take place on Wall Street.
Now, this is a liberal political commentary channel, and liberals aren't known for caring about the plight of men. But these are progressive. There's a difference. You can see it right here.
The hedge funds being able to just do these naked shorts of these companies has accelerated the decline of certain companies. The risky bets that they've taken led to the economic collapse. And so this argument of, wouldn't it be better if you guys weren't sitting in your mother's basement online all day and instead did something else? You're really hurting yourself. Why don't you go develop some relationships? I mean, he's purposely insulting people.
Only girls care about pictures. Only boys care about making money. Thank you, Professor Galloway, is this what you teach at NYU? Oh my God. Okay. So, and Anna's right. I mean, he's worried about naked shorts on Instagram when he should be worried about naked shorts in the market. Okay. Snap out of it.
That was a good one, Jake. That was a good one. I give you credit.
I understand concerns about pumping and dumping.
The Robinhood market is going to end in tears, in my opinion, and regrettably, the very next day after I said that, some gentleman committed suicide. He lost a lot of money trading.
For many of them, it wasn't about making money in the first place. It was about sending a message.
I don't care about the money at all. I could lose everything and I'd be so happy. because I just love what's going on.
We're playing within the rules. We're not sharing any insider information. It's just a collective group saying to buy specific stocks.
Every time after a crash or in the middle of one, they'll come out and say, it's their fault, his fault, their fault, Bob's fault, black people's fault, poor people's fault, regular people's fault, subreddit's fault. But they never ever say the truth.
And the rich community in the U.S. have gotten richer during the pandemic and because of it. And you may have heard in the mainstream media the prediction that the economy will be back to pre-pandemic levels by the middle of this year. First of all, that's not actually very good. And second of all, that's impossible. When the rich get richer, the poor get poorer. And they can make the economy look good, kind of like how Trump always just pointed to the stock market, which by now I think is pretty clear that's just another con from Don the Con.
The reason why I love this story is because it crystallizes everything, right? The lines are so clearly drawn. These rich companies can be bailed out immediately. This is only supposed to flow in one direction. Once it starts going the other way, it's like, oh, the matrix is broken. What do we do? And so you see them step up immediately and guys going on TV, this isn't right. Oh, they're taking advantage of us. This isn't right. It's insane.
Okay, I've decided to just make this a regular segment in my videos called I Told You So.
It makes it very clear that manipulation is taking place. It's been taking place when Congress passes massive tax cuts for the wealthy. And Trump and his Republican goons lied to the American people about how these tax cuts are incredibly important because they're going to take the money that they saved and they're going to increase your wages and they're going to create jobs. Of course, they didn't do any of that. They used that money to do corporate stock buybacks and artificially inflate the value of their stocks.
We now have anti-vaxxers trying to stop society from stopping the pandemic.
Showing up with the American flag, you know. You want to be stupid? Be stupid. But stay the F away from people who are trying to do the right thing. Sick of it.
The media said Joe Biden's president.
Lindsey Graham's going on Fox News going, Mr. President, no witnesses, including you dumbass.
You're fired. And I got a little tidbit of news for you. Remember that woman behind Rudy Giuliani that wouldn't stop smiling? Well, she stopped. And you should be able to deduce why based on content previously seen in this video.
They're all morons.
Just look at the crowd. Look at the, really?
I told you so.